Europeans are forest-based people and they should be proud of that.
Wood is becoming again an alternative material in sectors such as building, packaging, and even textiles. We can talk of a renaissance of wood as a widely used material, and that is made possible by a growing supply of wood from European forests. Are we heading towards a future built in wood? Andreas Kleinschmit, coordinator of Wood Circus, has the answers.
So there's some revolutionary developments right now in the construction sector, also in the urban development, due to the fact that wood is one of the only materials that will also be available in future. People are much more desperate to get this feeling with nature and also to be connected with nature, and to be able that you have like 40, 60, 80-story buildings made out of wood, purely in wood. That is something which is totally new and highly appreciated. To work with such a diverse, unique, fantastic material like wood has allowed to get a prefabrication degree, which you will not get with any other materials. I hope in 100 years we will have a timber Tokyo.
And not everything is buildings. Did you know that we could also use wood to replace plastic or even to produce t-shirts?
Wood-based fibers or textiles are increasing in the market, and you can develop some functionalities within the fibers depending on what kind of textiles you want to produce. The environmental impact is much lower as if you use traditional cotton, and therefore it becomes quite interesting. Packaging is one of the fastest growing markets at the moment right now, and that goes for any kind of product, if it's fast moving or slow-moving products, from food packaging to any other goods and materials, and their wood-based materials always have played a major role.
But why would we actually need a future built in wood?
There are manifold aspects. First of all is the carbon storage effect, that what we see in the materials, and this is with a long perspective. You can, if you go around the world, you'll find, for example, those old wooden churches or other buildings that are several hundred years old and are still in good shape. The maintenance aspect is much lower than sometimes with other materials, what we see. The well-being aspects for people who live in a wooden building, a wooden environment, and also in an urban zone, if you see much more natural materials outside, that has a positive impact. We have the opportunity to be creative, to design, to think about, and also to be very innovative.
Yet life isn't all rainbows and unicorns. We need forests as allies for our present and future, but climate change is heavily affecting their health. So sustainable forest management becomes essential.
The biggest problem I see by climate change is that we have to connect all actors to build a critical mass to work on that. We have knowledge, we have expertise, but we do not have enough capacities. And we have to reinforce the collaboration in Europe among the actors and stakeholders to exchange the information. We need a very robust industry also to be able to have a very well developed, functioning, sustainable management of forest ecosystems.
Do you want to know more about the state and importance of European forests? Forest Europe has gathered the voice of a wide network of experts on the issue. Follow this series on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.